Distinguished participants, honorable guests from the government of Senegal, colleagues from G15 missions in Dakar, and faculty members of the University of Dakar. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the first workshop on renewable energies in Senegal, organized by the G15. You may be aware that the G15 or Group of 15 is a summit-level group of developing countries headquartered in Geneva. The group presently has 17 member countries, including Senegal, from Africa, Asia, and Latin America, and the Caribbean regions of the world. Established in 1989, the G15 has organized 14 summits in which our presidents and prime ministers have met in a demonstration of solidarity to discuss a wide range of global, economic, social and political issues, particularly those affecting the welfare of the people of the developing countries. As a founding member of the group, Senegal was gracious to host the third G15 summit held in Dakar in 1992. An important endeavor of the group has been to implement South-South cooperation projects in member countries which could bring direct benefits to the people. To this end, more than a dozen G15 technical cooperation projects have been implemented by the group in the past. Senegal itself has been part of two such projects, namely the Solar Energy Applications Project of Village Electrification and Entrepreneur and Technical Development Center CEDT project. In view of the past success of G15 projects in Senegal, I have no doubt that this workshop on renewable energies will also achieve its objective of enhancing the skills, knowledge and technical capabilities of all participants. The subject of renewable energy has in recent times moved out of the shadows onto the center stage of international attention due to the growing realization of the finite limits of economic growth based on conventional energy sources, as well as the adverse impact of fossil fuels based industrialization on climate change. As a net energy importer, Senegal has already begun to enhance energy security by diversifying towards renewable energy resources like biofuels. I hope that this workshop will be a small contribution of the G15 to Senegal's effort in this regard by bringing new ideas and best practices from around the world on hydropower, biofuels, energy efficiency, solar energy, project preparation and implementation, and funding for renewable energy projects, etc. To you, the participants, many of whom I understand are already experienced practitioners in the renewable energy sector of Senegal. Before I conclude, let me express my sincere thanks to the organizers of this workshop, the delegates of the G15 Working Group on Sectoral Cooperation, chaired by Mexico, who worked tirelessly in Geneva in the preparations leading up to the workshop. The experts from Sri Lanka, Brazil, Mexico and India, who will present their national best practices in renewable energies, international organizations like the United Nations Development Programme, the United Nations Environment Programme, the United Nations Industrial Development Organizations, and the United Nations Office for Project Services, who will present global and regional perspectives on renewable energy projects, and to the Government of Senegal, CERER, and the University of Dakar for their invaluable contribution. A special word of appreciation to UNIDO, which, apart from extending the services of their experts for the training sessions, has also provided funding for the participants, and to Professor Isaka Youm, who has very kindly taken time out of his busy schedule to act as the coordinator and moderator of this workshop. I thank you for your attention and wish you 3 days of interesting, productive and fruitful interactions.